Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy second recording. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well this season. I have a word for you. Tap in. So, guys, I'm back. With the last recording I just uploaded, I stated that I was going to make the recording in regards to narcissists and this particular topic right here, which is major storms, attacks, things like that before major breakthrough, major elevation, major increase, things like that. But I had no idea the topic of narcissists would go that long, but I just didn't want to add on to that already long recording. So this is a separate recording in regards to those of you who may be experiencing major attacks. Let me just tell you guys something, right? And of course, no recording is for everybody. Get in where you fit in. Before major blessings, and I'm speaking about those because I mean, you guys know we have blessings of all sorts, all sizes, but I'm speaking about those blessings that will open the door to destiny. These are major shifts. These are the shifts that you skip levels, right? You because normally it's level to level, but these are the shifts where you will literally skip a few levels, just depending on you, right? Depending on you. And that can come in the form of God using a person to change the trajectory of your life. This can just be an opportunity. This can be however it is, however it is. It is a life-changing blessing. What I've discovered at times is that before major blessings, you will experience the most gut-wrenching attacks of your life. Now, granted, some of these are not attacks, if you will. Some of them are literally just preparation in transformation prior to God opening that door to that major elevation. So what that looks like, if you deem it as an attack, is I'm losing everything. So God starts taking everything. He takes the job, he takes the business, he takes the people, he takes everything in your life is went haywire. Nothing makes sense. Like you feel like you're losing everything, including your mind. And then you're also spiritually depleted. You're tired, just not physically. You're tired, mind, body, soul, and spirit. You're just tired. And you're trying to fight even though you're tired. You're waking up every day and you don't even see a way out. All you know is I've lost a job, the car got repossessed, the kids are crazy, my marriage is falling apart. Honey, everything is going wrong. You might be dealing with some health problems. It's one thing after another. And these kind of attacks, or whatever the situation is, you will almost get to the point where you feel like there's nothing in you left to give. You will feel like God have abandoned you. You will feel like God is not hearing anything that you're saying, and you will feel like, why am I even answering the call if you're going to let all this stuff happen to me? I make it make sense. Right? So yes, sometimes it can be an attack, but I'll speak on all that as well as maybe it's not an attack. Sometimes it can be an attack because, for one, why would the enemy want you to arrive to destiny? Why would the enemy want you to arrive to open doors that's going to change your life and then align you with purpose and calling, where you change other people's lives? Make it make sense. So he's going to do everything. He's going to come at you with that spiritual warfare. This is why I always say, listen, with certain blessings, you got to have some gruffness. You got to have some fight in you. Yes, pray, fast, absolutely. Please do that. But with certain blessings, they will not manifest through God. You're in alignment to receive it if you don't have some fight in you. And the thing about it is, you're going to get tired of fighting. You're going to feel like you're going to feel like you're losing. But there's a grace that's going to keep you and keep your mind, even though you feel like you're physically losing. Like there's a grace. And it's like God gives you a little bit for the next day, a little bit for the next day. And he'll tell you, don't think too far ahead. Just do what I tell you to do today. Focus on today. Because if you think about next week or next month, you're going to, today. And he will literally give you instructions for each day. The next day, he will send somebody to help you, right? Let's just say, I don't know, you lost your job and your kids are hungry and you're like, Lord, I don't get, like, my last check is not coming until next week. He'll send somebody the next day who will randomly say something like, hey, I cooked today. You and kids want to come over. Like, so this is the whole point of getting through each day or each moment. Because the breakthrough, the shift can literally happen 2 days from now. But if you're thinking about next week or next month, because shifts, for myself, most of the shifts like happen like overnight. It's when you couldn't see the way out, when you didn't think anything was going to happen. That's when he will use a person, he'll use a situation, and it's complete opposite of what you're thinking or the direction that you're looking for the blessing to come. God is supernatural. He's not going to let you figure him out, right? He just gave you the promise, but he's not going to let you figure him out. Okay, so from the spiritual attack aspect, then again, of course, that's the enemy fighting because he don't want you to achieve the blessings that God has for you that's going to change your life. All right, on the flip side, it may not be a spiritual attack. It may not be a spiritual attack. It's God knows that he's about to elevate you and your life will never look the same. So why would he keep everything the same? Make it make sense. You didn't ask him if that was your wife. You just married her because she was fine. Right? Did you confirm that was your husband? Did he confirm that was your husband? Or you just did it because, I don't know. Your mom said you had to be married by 25. Did you really pray and fast and ask him if that was the house he had designed for you? Now you can't get rid of the termites and you're trying to figure out. That was so petty. But I'm not going to hit record over. And truth of the matter is, it's not even that those were wrong things, right? It's okay. We have our own goals, our own dreams, our own desires. I'm like that. I'm a very, very determined person. Always have been. If I want it, it's mine. Point blank, period. Now I know that I don't want it unless it's in the will of God. And a lot of the times it still is. So there's nothing wrong with having our own goals, dreams, and desires. The thing is, when we answer the call, then now we're a vessel for God to use us the way he wants to use us. So then a lot of the things he starts cutting off. Why does he cut them off? It's because that's no longer your life. You got all kind of soul ties up in that house. You got all kind of spirits in the curtains. You got honey. So God's got to clean this stuff up. The problem that we have as people is we don't see the next. You got to feel the next in the spiritual realm, right? You don't have to always see it. That's not what faith is. So he already know so God knows he have a house that's on a lot of land, because the way he's going to be using your purpose, you're going to have to be building stuff on the land and helping other people, right? Gardening, all that stuff, farming, all that stuff, right? So he already knows this. Now you don't know yet. You're blind. You're still crying about him taking the house, in your cars and whatever. You're still crying there, and you're still fighting against the grain. But all along, he for purpose. He has house and land for you, right? He literally has the husband or the wife or the partner that is God ordained, simply handpicked for you. Sorry, guys. That's handpicked for you, and you guys are going to do purpose and calling together, change the world, etc., etc. So and so on and so on. So he already knows that all the stuff is on the other side of you answering this call and on the other side of the shift. But here and it's ready for you, but here you're fighting and holding on to the house, even though he's made it clear you let this house go. And I'm not, guys, get in where you fit in. Please don't let your house go. I'm speaking in general here, right? He already took the desire from the relationship, but yet you're trying to make it work just because you're comfortable, even though it's toxic, but you're comfortable and you don't see the next person over here, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So when he's taking these things from you, it feels like an attack. It feels like you're being punished. But truth of the matter is, he's dismissing these things because they can't go. So it is your obedience to allowing him to remove these things and trusting that what he has for you is going to be better than you can imagine. So it's not a spiritual attack. It's him eliminating so he can replace them with God-given, ordained things that you will need for your purpose and your calling. So if you're in that season where you feel like you're about to lose your mind because nothing makes sense and everything you work so hard for, God is taking it, and relationships are falling apart, and ask yourself, did you answer the call? At some point, did you tell God you're ready to do his will? Because listen, we be talking sometimes and don't know what we be saying, right? Maybe you're in the church and you're, Lord, I'm ready. Shift me, Lord, right? We be saying this stuff. And then when we answer that call, we trying to figure out, it's a spiritual attack. Honey, it's a transformation, right? So guys, stay the course. Again, take one day at a time. God will not, he will not, I don't care if it seems like, honey, one day you're going to, like, you feel like, honestly, you're going to go hungry. Honey, you haven't eaten all day, that type of thing. God will always show up, even if it's at the last minute. He's going to send somebody to you to bless you just to get through that day or a couple of days. And then the next day and so on and so on. And again, most times it's because we're trying to hang on to the things that's taking the season too long to shift. I always say, if you're in a season like that, if you're in a dry season, ask God to show you the message. Literally ask him, God, what is the message in the storm? He will always give you the message. And the fact that you can understand what the message is, right? That's going to really help you to shorten the storm. Well, I don't know, but it'll help you. Because now that you know what it is, now you know what he's doing. So now you can become in alignment versus fighting against it. I think that's all I want to say right there. So ultimately, you're many times you're not going to see it. God is going to send a complete stranger to change your life. Many times he will always send you help. And most times the help will not be the people you know. In fact, you're going to be disappointed in the people you know, because these are going to be the people that you start reaching out for help and nobody's going to have your back. He's going to have a design like that because there are people who's literally ordained to help you through this process and to help you arrive to destiny. I can remember there were people before several shifts in my life, there were people that he would use, and these people would only be there for like a month. And I would be in my feelings like, how you gonna come in my life and make me feel all like happy and secure and this, that, and the third. And a month later, like God just, because some of them are not even designed to stay. They will be complete strangers. God will use angels on earth to literally help you through a specific thing, but they're not to stay. Now, some will stay throughout the entire destiny season, but some of them are going to be complete strangers. Randomly, supernaturally, a person will come up and bless your life or help you with some kind of struggle because God knows you're struggling, but they're not to stay. So stop getting freaked out because you can't see the people he's going to use. Like maybe you were depending on one of your homeboys, honey, that you know for 20 years and you done had his back, right? And now you feel like he ain't got your back and like you at the lowest season of your life. Sometimes God have it fixed where because he don't want nobody to take the glory. So if your homeboy did it, you gonna say it's your homeboy. Yeah, because I know, that's my homeboy. He always come through. No. God needs you to tell the story that it was supernatural, honey. Only God could have known, right? So God gets the glory, not your homeboy. Stay tapped in. Because some of these people, when he randomly send to you, You may try to write it off like, well, they're a stranger. They don't like, especially like if you got trauma triggers, honey, you gonna think these people want something from you because they're too good to you. No, he's sending them. Trauma triggers will have you rejecting the very people that God sends to you because it's like they're too good. What do you want from me? I've never had good people in my life. You're too good. God just didn't send you. Honey, God literally have people ordained to help you get to destiny. Truly. Now it's up to you if you're going to sabotage that. And you can. So my friends, just keep fighting one day at a time. But I just hope that you find reassurance and confirmation that major attacks, spiritual attacks, or major strippings that God may allow or that God himself is doing is an indication that you are about to be shifted and elevated. And the things that you're going to have in the next season is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be mind-blowing. People, places, and things. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.